I want you to keep in mind something. In comparison to the debut week, Angel Reese's debut game with the Rose BC Basketball Club has lost over half of its viewers.
It seems like the hype surrounding Angel Reese and her debut with the Rose BC Basketball Club has significantly fizzled out, especially with the viewership numbers. The latest ratings show a steep decline, with the opening night pulling in 310,000 to 320,000 viewers, but by week 3, that number plummeted to just 140,000.
Night audience within 3 weeks. We see numbers of 310,000, 320,000. 3 weeks later, 140,000 viewers for Unrivaled. More than half of the audience has disappeared. Oh no, say
not looking great for Reese, who, at the start, was positioning herself as a key figure in the future of women's basketball. The big drama around her ejection in one of the games seemed like it would add some spice to the broadcast. Ejections usually generate a lot of buzz, memes, and Twitter debates, right? But despite all that, the game still only managed to attract 140,000 viewers. That's telling. Viewers seem less interested in the drama than we might have expected, and even though Angel Reese's presence was a big talking point, it wasn't enough to keep the audience engaged. What's even more interesting is that a different game between the Laces and the Owls, which had no drama or controversial moments, managed to pull in 100 and...
I try to realize that. Like...
I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. She really believes that. She believed it then. She believed that they were started to watch her because of that one game.
That's 50,000 more people who preferred watching a clean, drama-free basketball game, just focused on the sport itself. It really puts things in perspective. While drama and individual star power may bring eyes for a short period, the long-term appeal seems to lie more in the actual quality of basketball and the overall experience. It looks like the league has to figure out how to maintain and grow its viewership by focusing on what really matters: good basketball, strong team play, and avoiding over-reliance on drama for attention. Angel Reese may still have the potential to be a big name in the sport, but it's clear that just the
why no one is watching pretend basketball. Maybe if they focused on the actual basketball instead of focusing on their weird utopian fantasies, maybe their...
It seems like the hype surrounding Angel Reese and her changing the game mentality is starting to clash with reality. The viewership numbers for her games have shown a sharp decline, especially when you compare them to other matches in the same league that didn't rely on drama or theatrics. The drop in audience from 310,000 plus to just 140,000 viewers in a matter of weeks raises questions about what really draws people to women's basketball. The ejection and all the off-court drama that surrounded her match didn't turn into the ratings gold people expected. In fact, it seems like the audience is more interested in quality basketball than just the antics. If drama isn't doing it, and the actual gameplay isn't enough to hook the audience...
Saturday coverage, 98,000 on True TV alone. On True TV alone, but they must not have counted TNT. It wasn't on TNT. It was on True TV only. Okay? It was on True TV only. So no TNT numbers, no HBO Max numbers. Lunar Owls on True TV, 118,000. Missed Rose on True TV, 70
is particularly striking. Games like Lunar Owls and Miss Rose pulling in significantly higher numbers than Angel Reese's team show a clear preference for solid, enjoyable basketball. So, what does this mean for Reese and her squad? Perhaps it's time for a reality check, focus on the fundamentals, like solid layups, jump shots, and defense, rather than relying on gimmicks, drama, and rhetoric about changing the game. In the end, if the basketball isn't up to par, and the theatrics aren't generating views, something has to shift. Angel Reese and her team may need to rethink their approach entirely because the numbers suggest that without the game being exciting and well executed, the hype doesn't last. And as much as fans may rally behind her, the cold, hard numbers aren't on her side just yet. You can't keep selling drama without delivering quality play on the court. It's clear that there's a stark contrast in the impact Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have on women's basketball, and the numbers don't lie. Angel Reese may have the confidence and career.
She was also the draw. Did you guys forget about that? The hottest woman
basketball player on the planet isn't involved in the Unrivaled, and weeks in, ratings are down under 100,000 viewers. So where's the
changing the game? Let's break this down a bit. Caitlin Clark, without a doubt, is the true needle mover in women's basketball right now. Every time she steps on the court, ratings soar. She's a bona fide star. It's not just about her talent, it's about the way she transcends the sport, bringing in new fans, setting records, and even getting national recognition. Coaches like Don Staley are calling out the impact she's had on the game, and that's something Angel Reese is still trying to catch up to. If Caitlin Clark were playing in *Unrivaled*, there's no doubt in anyone's mind that the ratings would be off the charts, surpassing 200,000 viewers without question. Her brand, her name, her presence are driving the conversation, something Reese just hasn't achieved on that level yet. And let's be real here, Angel Reese's claim to fame isn't just about her basketball.
Now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like...
Whether it's her famous "you can't see me" gesture or the off-court antics, the drama grabs headlines, but it doesn't seem to translate into the lasting viewership the sport needs. Numbers for her games have been on the decline, with viewership dropping dramatically from 310,000 to just 140,000. That's a steep drop for someone who's claimed to be on the same level as Caitlin Clark in terms of influence. If Reese's team was really the draw she believes it is, those numbers should be rising, not falling. But Caitlin Clark continues to prove she's a ratings machine. Her games are must-watch TV, while Reese's appear to be struggling to maintain any kind of sustained audience.
Moment to acknowledge what Clark has done for the sport.
Just don't want to not utilize this opportunity to thank Caitlin for what she's done for women's basketball. Like, her shoulders were heavy and getting a lot of...
aren't backing up Reese's claims of being the face of the sport. This isn't about trashing Angel Reese, who has every right to be confident and work hard. However, the reality is that Caitlin Clark is the one leading the charge, setting the standard for what it means to truly be a global influence. Whether or not you agree with the numbers, they speak for themselves. Caitlin Clark is the player who's actually moving the needle and putting women's basketball on the map in a way that no other player has done before. If Angel Reese and her team want to be on the same level as Clark, they might need to rethink their strategy. Because as of now, it's clear that Caitlin Clark is the real draw, and the numbers don't lie. First to get ejected. And honestly, that's probably the most memorable moment from Angel Reese's run in *Unrivaled* so far. I mean, imagine being marketed as the face of a league, being told you're the one who's supposed to carry women's basketball into the mainstream spotlight, and then the biggest thing you do is get tossed out of a game. Not exactly the image the league was hoping for, right? Let's break it down. *Unrivaled* started strong with a solid 300,000 viewers, and it had all the promise of being a major milestone for women's basketball, but it's been downhill ever since.
Now 190 is better than 140, but both are better than the week prior, and both are better than the opening night. We are headed on a downward spiral. Fast. This is falling fast, folks. This is going free.
When your biggest draw is getting the smallest audience, it's not just a bad sign, it's a full-blown crisis. Now, it's important to acknowledge that star power matters. Without Caitlin Clark, *Unrivaled* feels like just another league. Caitlin isn't just a player, she's an event. She's the type of athlete who draws eyes from casual fans, makes people debate her shooting form, and generates record-breaking viewership. When she's on the court, people tune in. Without her, *Unrivaled* has struggled to keep people engaged, and the ratings reflect that. The downward trend in viewership is alarming. In just 3 weeks, we've gone from a promising start to numbers that are barely scraping the surface. Angel Reese's team could be the answer to that decline if they...
Angel Reese has the 2 lowest rated games in this entire thing. And we might find out about tomorrow that the game on Saturday that she played is the 3rd lowest, or maybe the lowest rated game thus far. But she has the number 1 and number 2 for lowest watch games. 76,000 and 89,000.
From the game changer they were hoping for. She's been benched, hasn't delivered on the court, and now has a record for the fastest ejection in *Unrivaled* history. That's not exactly what the league needs if they want to be taken seriously. It's clear that *unrivaled* needs to do something drastic, whether it's securing bigger stars, adjusting their marketing strategies, or somehow managing to get Caitlin Clark to join the league, even if it means bribing her with Gatorade endorsements. The league's survival depends on getting an audience, and right now, that audience is nowhere to be found. If this downward spiral continues, they might be in real trouble. A few more weeks of declining ratings, and they'll be lucky to hit 50,000 viewers. That would be a catastrophic failure for a league that was supposed to be the next big thing for women's sports. At this point, the question is, can *unrivaled* recover, or is it destined to be another failed experiment in the history of sports leagues? If Angel Reese
going to probably, she's going to, I would say, be, in my opinion, the second favorite for MVP. I think she is going to be the second favorite for MVP in the WNBA. That is how confident I am in Caitlin Clark's year 2.
Reese's whole narrative has unfolded. I mean, ejections in basketball can sometimes change the flow of a game, but when you're the first person to get kicked out of a league that's trying to make a name for itself, it says a lot. And to make matters worse, her team actually performs better without her. That's got a sting. Angel's ejection didn't just change the momentum, it exposed a major issue. Her presence on the court wasn't exactly making a big impact. She had 15 rebounds, which sounds impressive until you realize she missed 5 shots and only played 7 minutes. But here's the kicker, her team managed to win after she left. So instead of being the player who leads her squad to victory, Angel's absence might have just been the catalyst for them to get a much-needed spark. How does that happen? When you look at her stats, it's clear she hasn't been the superstar people thought she'd be. We're talking about 7 points and 8 rebounds on a good day. Those aren't exactly numbers that scream *league-changing talent star. Instead, she's building a reputation for being the fastest player to leave the court, probably not the legacy you want when you're trying to be the face of a new league. And then there's Caitlin Clark, who, in stark contrast, continues to deliver on all fronts. While Angel is making headlines for all the wrong reasons, Clark is out there breaking records, selling out arenas, and making history. Her jersey is being retired, and her play.
Hell, because y'all called for the coach to get fired when she got 4 points in 8 damn minutes, bro. She had to get benched. She's been playing bad the whole time she's been at